Max Holloway. Here he is responding to Charles Oliveira's call out. For those that don't know, Charles Oliveira coming off of his second round rear naked choke finish over Mateusz Gamrot, goes ahead and calls out Max to a rematch for the BMF title. Max already holds a win over Oliveira. If I'm not mistaken, first round, but maybe second. First round. And, he claimed neck/shoulder injury. Essentially, Max was punching up on Charles. Charles shot him for a takedown. Max defended it. And then Charles claimed he was injured. That's how it went down. Charles wants that rematch. It's been literally 10 years. 10 years since they ran it. So, yeah, Max instantly got on stream, responded to the call out, and here it is right here.
How we doing? What we doing? I know, bro. I know. I know already. I see the chat. We know. We know, bro. We know, bro. We here, bro. We heard the call out. Tell him. Tell him we heard the whole call out. Tell him we heard the call out, brother.
Yeah, we heard that shit and we ready for it. We ready for the rematch.
Let's see how much one's in the chat. I see how much see him, bro. Yes, sir. We see, bro. Time will tell. Only time will tell now, bruh. How did he look? Tell me honest opinion how he looked in the fight before he went there. Was he just dominating? I'm interested. Why wouldn't I be?
Just to react to some of the things he's saying already. My man is interested. Why wouldn't he be? Obviously. Obviously. Puts him in title talks with a win over a guy like Charles Oliveira. How did Charles look during the fight? In my opinion, Charles didn't look... He looked good, right? He got the finish, second round rear naked choke. But Charles didn't look super clean on the feet. He was getting touched up by Gamrot in that second round too, as well as the first. But a lot in that second round, I feel like. Right before it went to the ground, I feel like Gamrot was touching up Charles with a really basic combo. And Charles is getting there's no way Max isn't landing at will on Charles. Max has super good defensive grappling, so, Max ain't taking himself down against Charles. Charles is known for he already tried taking down Max once back in the day and didn't work out well for him. He ends up pulling guard and then his collarbones, messed up. But then after that, I believe there was no issue really. I believe he was cleared. There was no surgery that ever took place. He returned shortly after that. But I say all this to say Max is asking how Oliveira was looking. And in my opinion, Max is going to be licking his, chomping at the bit to get his hands on Charles after he sees the performance. I didn't think Charles, if you're looking to compete against Max Holloway, I didn't think Charles looked really good. Side note, what Charles did to Gamrot, very impressive. Gamrot, a lower ranked guy, but he dominated him, right? He showed the level. Gamrot couldn't even do that to a Ludovic Klein. So, there are levels to this, and I wasn't high on the possibilities that Gamrot was going to beat Charles based off his last two fights.
Why wouldn't I be interested in that, bro? How did he look before that, guys? Tell me. I want to hear the honest truth, guys. Don't lie. Mid. Mid. Of course he's going to try to take me down. Type of fight? The White House? That's so long to wait.
So yeah, we're not fighting at the White House. Max is going to talk about it a little bit more, but I don't know why everybody's like, this is how it goes. There's a big fight, and then everybody's like, yeah, have it at the White House. Bro, life is still going on. We have lots of fights to make. Max is going to say in here he wants to return maybe like February, March, so he could turn around and still fight on the White House. But to just sit on the shelf, until June of next year, like, what are we doing? 8 months plus however long he's already been on the shelf. I think what he fought in like July or August. So 10 months on the shelf is ridiculous. As soon as Max's hand is healed and ready to go, he's probably going to look to get booked. I'm sure Charles wants to be active too. These guys are older in their career. So no, sitting back and waiting for UFC White House, lame as fuck. And I don't even know why people are bringing that up right now. Like, bringing up a fight for the UFC White House that can be done in February or March is crazy to me. Like, fuck the UFC White House right now, bro. We'll get to it when it comes. But right now, everything is pertaining to White House. And it's like, bruh, it's being talked to death.
It'd be such a long wait, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, sir, that'd be a long wait, but it is what it is. If UFC would put us to that, we just gotta have them compensate me, right? Be like, hey, come on. You guys making me a year to fight? Holding me out a year to fight? How is this bullshit, UFC? We see what happens. We see what happens, guys. Fun fight, though. Fun fight. Now the fight is over. Now we got to see. Awesome. Sitting out a year would be fucking terrible, dog. I'll tell you guys that much. 1 year, I'm not cool with being 1 year, bruh. I guess, because I saw earlier in the week that Charles said he wanted to fight me for his last fight. So does that mean that his next fight is his retirement fight? Or am I tripping? I don't understand it. Is his fight with me going to be his retirement fight or what? I mean, because all fight week, I just heard him saying that he wants to fight me as his last fight. So, am I his retirement fight? I guess that's the questions we need. That's the questions we need to know, right?
See, it's already building. I love shit like this. Like, I love the build up. I love the back and forth. Picking apart his previous interviews. I didn't actually hear that Charles wants to retire against Max Holloway. I didn't hear him say that, but I'm sure he did. However, I think Charles is contradicting himself, and he's not going to retire after Max. I mean, Charles was just saying how he's not even, retirement isn't even on his radar right now. But I love it. I love the picking back and forth. I could see this going down in the press conference. Are you retiring? Are you not? Making it seem like you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I like this shit. This is like, Max is one of the closest guys we have to like boxing style of like promotion. There's a few other guys. But Max gets it and shit. Even here he's like, I'm the A side. Would be a fun fight, but no promises. Like, this is all good shit. You gotta, you play the mental mind games now. And with a guy like Oliveira, he's not good at the mind games. Oliveira may, be dwindled down by the time they step in the cage, because now Oliveira got to answer. Do you want to retire again with this Max Holloway fight because you said this? And Oliveira was already annoyed this week, or this last week, answering those same questions. Well, Max is bringing him up on him again. I don't know if Max mentioned it yet, but, I think he's about to. The injury in the first fight. Now we got to settle it for real.
Ain't making no promises, though. It'd be a fun one.
No promises, Olives.
It'd be a fun one, bro.
No promises, Charlie Olives.
Like I said, bro, you guys been here. You guys been chilling. You guys been hanging out. You guys been talking. And we've been talking about this fight. Me and him have a history. He's blaming it on some type of injury. I guess we get to figure it out now. Huh? My hand is good. Not good. My hand is getting better. My hand is getting better, and we're just waiting to get cleared. I haven't really got back on the mats yet. I've been doing some strength and conditioning, but that's about it. But I'll be back sooner than later. So too much gooning. What is gooning, bro? Well, he ain't getting that too either, Sam. He ain't getting that either, brother. I don't know what you thinking. What you have an idea, but his odds don't look too good now neither, brother. When do I want to come back? I mean, I don't know. You see, I really just gotta get this hand taken care of first. And we go from there. I don't care. Yeah, but the thing is with that, we need to find out when they're fighting. When Ilya them are fighting. And what the turnaround looks like. I won't be ready for January. There's no shot. There's no shot I'm ready for January. My hand is not even clear to do certain stuff yet, so that's the thing. But we see what happens. Never say never. Never say never, boys. Never say never. But if it's April, May, June, that's only 2 months to get ready for the next one. So it needs to be around like February or something if you guys want me in a White House card. To be honest, you know? Being honest. I mean, when that fight get announced, that fight should be getting announced soon, right? Gosh, bro.
He's talking about Ilya's next fight. And dude, there's no fucking way, man. There's no fucking way Ilya versus Gaethje's happening. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. I'm gonna say it until it gets officially announced because I feel like there's no fucking way, man. Gaethje versus Patty, in my opinion, for the interim, has a bigger chance of happening than Gaethje versus Ilya, bro. Gaethje has not been doing right by the UFC. He turned down Arman Sarukian for UFC Qatar, leading Arman to end up fighting Dan Hooker. There's no way you reward that behavior with a title shot. There's no fucking way, dude. There's no fucking way. So, Ilya's fight should be getting announced soon. And it better be against Patty, bro. And if it's not against Patty, then I really would prefer to see Gaethje versus Patty and see something like, you know, Ilya just choosing to sit out. But Ilya's saying, you know, he's coming back already. So that leads me to believe he already essentially has signed. And I hope it's not against Justin, dude. I hope. We're overseeing that shit right now. Not to say we're not down to see it in the future and Justin's washed. But, bro, the Patty shit is there. Justin got to, you know, get one more win. UFC pay the man whatever money he wants. Let him choose an opponent. And put together Ilya and Patty. If Justin can beat his opponent that he chooses with a nice payday, then he can also run it with Ilya next. 2-fight win streak is fine. But bro, 1-1 in your last 2 and you get a title shot is just like no merit to that. Side note, you know, but Max is talking about Ilya's next fight getting announced. So
This is in again.
obviously Max is chasing that rematch with Ilya, right?
March, April, May, June. Could be pretty close to fighting in March, but it's very possible. Pretty close, but very possible for sure. Ooh, Valma hell. Brother, I heard that last time I went to fight the King of Rio. And when you fight the King of Rio in some place, you know, you think it's village, right? You guys might be looking at the King of Rio. Just saying. Just saying. Check the receipts. Check the receipts.
The receipts would show that Max Holloway is the lineal King of Rio. The former King of Rio, Jose Aldo. Max Holloway beat him. Not once, but twice. And in theory, took his title as the King of Rio. Now we're talking lineal, and if Charles Oliveira wants to be the King of Rio, he got to beat Max Holloway for it. Now I know this is ripe coming from Max because he hates that Ilya claims he's the BMF champ, lineally. So, just pointing that out. I figure that part is worth mentioning. But yeah, I think Max is, it's good. It's good storyline. This is good shit. Like, I'm the unofficial BMF champ or the unofficial King of Rio. Like, check 3 seats. This is good shit, bro. This is good shit.
This guy always show up. I told you, what a call. BMF at the White House, brother. The White House card is just so far away, you know what I mean? It's like a year, boys.
They just be saying that to say it.
A year, boys. I don't know if I want to wait that long, but we see what happens.
Fuck no,
see what happens, bro. Never say never. You know what I mean?
Never.
Rio again? No, I'm not fucking going to Rio. Fight in Las Vegas or something. We fight on my terms, brother. We fight on my terms, brother. We into Rio, we did that, bro, with the King of Rio. So now it's my turn to have a say. You versus Charles at the White House. Imagine. Fuck, that shit with me is just tough because it's so far. It's so far away, bro.
It's retarded.
If we take that fight, it's gonna be almost a year. I'm gonna be out of competition. If
anyone who says UFC White House to me, I'm gonna just simply tell you, sounds good, bro. Sounds fucking good. Next fucking thing. You got anything else to say? Like, come on, bro. Between UFC White House and Fight on the Beach, I mean, these fans are like tripping.
If the fight happens on the White House card, yes sir. Bullets and bounty. Straight healing, brother. Straight healing. Straight recovering, but we're good. You're right. Should be back on the mat soon enough, brother. Did he get the title shot? I mean, if he did, it's not guaranteed yet, bro. But if he did, I'm fucking stoked for him. Why the hell would I be a hater, bro? It is what it is. Come on, one more.
See, Max being like, did he get it, though? Did he? I don't think Justin's getting that shit, dude. I don't.
Oh, Gator Hunters.
R.I.P. Juice.
Charles' performance, I didn't watch it. I just got the clip of him calling me out. So, the only way to announce that is another one, brother. Another one. Let's go.
Run it up. One more. We ready. We gonna do it again. We been ready. How does Max like to say it? We stood ready.
Vancouver, I don't fucking want to.
I don't know why Max says we stood
bro.
healing instead of still healing, but I guess he uses stood instead of still. So we stood ready.
Las Vegas, bro. Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Las
Vegas, bro. It's so easy, boys. Vegas.
Las Vegas. White
ideally
House card,
February.
That's it.
Latest March.
That's the one.
Max versus Charles for the BMF title. If it can't happen then, okay, Max still in Vegas, February, for sure February then if that's the case.
DC cards.
And
you already know, bro.
He can turn around and run it with Charles at the UFC White House. However, Max got that title now.
Dallas.
And I think it should be run now.
Cards?
I think him versus Charles should be
have
targeted for February
card, right?
of next year.
Didn't
That's 4 months from now. Latest early March. That's 5 months. Early March, first week of March, like March 1st.
Oh, look. Rainbow Prince is in there. Yeah, walking out of the Oval Office, that'd be a freaking experience, huh? I just hate, I hate all the security measures. It's gonna be wild,
That's true.
Oh, Dark Unit, brother. Yes, sir.
Now, if you guys haven't seen it, Here's
Charles
Charles.
Oliveira versus Max Holloway, BMF. Vamos fazer acontecer essa.
Hey Hunter, Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway, BMF. Let's make that happen.
Hey Hunter, Charles Oliveira versus Max Holloway, BMF.
So the post-fight press conference.
Fez uma live agora depois da
Max
sua luta.
Holloway did a live right now.
Disse que não aceitaria enfrentar
He
você no
said
Brasil.
he
Acho que é uma
wouldn't fight you in Brazil,
Foi mal. Uma luta que interessa a ele.
but it's a fight that interests
mas teria
him.
que ter nos termos dele.
But it would
O que
be
você acha
in
dessa-
his terms.
Não, na realidade, os termos dele é o mesmo termo do UFC. Não importa.
His terms are the same as the UFC. It
Se
can
ele
be
não
in
quer no
his
Brasil, pode
house.
ser em qualquer lugar do mundo.
If it's not in Brazil, it can be
Ele falou
anywhere in
que
the
não
world.
acha que o UFC fará um
He
evento no
doesn't
Havaí.
think that the UFC will do an event in Hawaii, and he doesn't want to wait for the White House.
Mas ele citou a data de março. que
But he
seria
mentioned March,
uma data que interessa para ele. Você
which
funcionaria?
would be a
Pra
good
mim tá
date
perfeito,
for
por
him.
que não?
It's
Eu posso ir
perfect.
pro Havaí.
It's
Eu
a
nunca fui
perfect
lá.
fight.
Seria top conhecer.
It would be awesome to see
Aqui à
Hawaii.
sua direita.
So he didn't understand that the guy just said he doesn't think it's going to happen in Hawaii, but he said, you know, it's a perfect fight. Let's run it in March. Both are down. They couldn't be more down to run it. I just want to know one thing. One second. Bro, who cloned these guys? Why do they look so much different today? I mean, Max doesn't as much, but Charles is a whole nother man. I know he was a boy here, but still. Who cloned these guys, man? What did they do with the real Charles Oliveira? Max repping Y&I, Holloway t-shirt, Charles Oliveira looking like he's trying to be businessman. This is their first face-off, right? Figure you guys want to see some of the old stuff. First face-off. Here's the injury. Charles went for a takedown, then pulled guard, and then claimed injury after Max punched on him a little bit. So that is that whole story, though.